Very good evening to all listeners. This is the fourth part of a video lecture on entrepreneurship development. We are going to discuss about functions of an entrepreneur and what are the different business games. First, we will discuss about business games. What are the different types of business games? Why business game? Why it is named as business game? How the business game will help us or will help the entrepreneur to develop his or her own business. So in the business game, also called as a simulation game, which is used as an educational tool for teaching business. The main aim of this business game is to experience the challenges of selling idea and analyzing the risk involved in selling the ideas. Another agenda of this business game is to understand the process of starting the business and financing the new company. So these are the things involved in business game. So it is a type of game which will teach the business. It is an educational tool used for teaching the business in a different methodology as a simulation tool, as if we are doing the business. What are the risks, what are the challenges, what are the things we have to face, how to market or how to sell our product, how to attract the customers, how to deal with the customers, how to enlarge the customer segment, what are the pros and cons while doing the business, how to retain the customers, and how to do the social responsibility to the public, that is corporate social responsibility, CSR. All those things will be taught by means of games, simulation games. Like kids are playing games, no? In similar way, here we are going to uh, give outline of the business, challenges, risk involved in the business, and how to approach and how to overcome those difficulties if you face any difficulties. All those things will be dealt by means of simulation tool called business game. There are different business games available. There are different games available. First one is role playing game. It is called as RPG. There is, in childhood days we might have played very similar game. Here the learners are entrepreneurs. We are teaching the business to the entrepreneurs, young budding entrepreneurs. The business game, the role playing game, involves a journey over the course of learners pass different stages and complete a range of tasks. They will give the task and how to complete the task. What are the stages involved? We will be giving training in completing the task. This game is utilized for teaching soft skills, particularly people who are working in customer service. And the game will teach to tackle different scenarios in the game itself. If you are able to overcome those challenges, it will automatically develop confidence among the people and they will overcome the difficulties and they will build up the job, that is carrying out their business without any difficulty. This is called role-playing game. Second one is decision-making games. It is also very similar to role-playing games. Here also the learner, that is the entrepreneur, has to undergo different stages to complete the game. But here the focus is specifically on to take or to make decisions. Making the right decision is the only way to progress, and hence we have to learn decision making, which is very, very important in everyone's life. In Six Sigma, we will be studying house of quality. There also it is also like a game, but with the concentration we have to play the game. Taking decision in normal environment is easier. Taking decision in normal environment will be easier, but in difficult situations we have to take the correct decision. That is very, very important. In a challenging scenario, in the challenging environment, we have to take the correct decision. That is very essential. In normal scenario, in the normal course of life, in normal day-to-day life, we can easily take the decision. That will not affect much. But when the situation is critical, when the situation is challenging, when the situation poses a risk, in such a situation, we have to take correct decision making. For that, the experience we have learned through the game will help us. Certainly, it will help us in taking correct decision. That is called decision making games. Third one is collaborative or team building games. See, these games we have been playing in our childhood school days. Those games are now used for business magnates, entrepreneurs, like simulating tools. By means of simulation, we are going to teach them. We will be posing different threats, different challenges, different opportunities, and we will be posing different questions. By answering those questions, by playing, by moving here and there in the game, they will find out which would be the better option for decision making in challenging situations. Likewise, we have another game called team building games. Team building, which is very essential not only in sports, not only in family life, but also highly mandatory in business. Team building or collaborative work, both are same, which is very essential to foster the collaboration and get a bond. The learners have to work together and brainstorm to progress through the game. And what they are going to learn is a risk-free game environment, and it can be translated into real world. In the game we are not going to lose anything, but the same problem will occur in a real world day-to-day life. This gameplay will help us. Surely it will help us in taking or building the teams. Next game is called learning by doing. Yes, practice. To enhance the capacity to represent real life problems and afford the direct practice of knowledge and skills via simulations. That is learning by doing. The learners, that is entrepreneurs, business people, will be given a safe environment without economic burden to immerse themselves in the same corporate issues that company executives face regularly. Responding and interacting with them from very beginning. Actually, what is happening in the business environment will be simulated, and it will be in the form of business game. That is, we have to do by learning. That is called learning by doing. Another interesting business game is interactive learning. Yes, we are doing this interactive learning by doing in our day-to-day life. We are coming across those things. But in the business environment, how this interactive learning will help us? How to build our capability to capture learner engagement and participation. See, they are saying that the different studies say that brains remember knowledge better if we actively participate or interact when learning it. So this we have to accept. If you really involve in the work, surely you will learn. The brain will remember that knowledge. Actual involvement, that is very much required in business. So brain will have that capacity. If you involve and interact and doing the things, automatically it will be stored in and it will be converted into knowledge. That is called interactive learning. If you compare with the classroom based or video lessons, business games bolster the direct participation, including the emotional involvement of the learners. This is another advantage of playing business game. Last game is a cost reduction. Even though the business development requires time, knowledge, and money, without time, knowledge, money, we can't run any business. Unlike classroom lessons, these business games can be quickly and securely implemented anywhere in the world. Many of the best business games currently available only require learners to have smartphone and internet connection. Not much financial requirement, not much investment is required to play the games, but certainly these business games will enhance your decision making and involvement in the business, and you are learning by doing, and you are learning by interaction, and by doing the simulation we are achieving many our traits, many we are able to improve our characters. So this is about business games. Okay, so while playing we are learning. That is the essence of business games. But here real life problems we are simulating and we are playing in front of the computer, in front of the mobile. That's all. The real situation will be simulated and will be a part of the game. You also will be the game player. You are an entrepreneur, but you are playing the game in the smartphone or laptop with the actual environment. But here the risk is very less. Risk is not at all there. Economics also not affected. In financial investment is very less. So these games will enhance confidence among yourselves. So that is one of the technology available for motivating the entrepreneurs. Okay. The next is we are going to see the functions of an entrepreneur. What the entrepreneur to do. Okay. I hope this we will discuss in next video. So in this video we have seen various business games. And the impact of simulation tool, business games, and how the business game will enhance your confidence level. Okay. With this I will stop and we will see functions of an entrepreneur in the next video lecture. Thank you.